Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Debugging is an essential part of the software development process, and Visual Studio offers powerful tools for debugging your applications. Here's an informative tutorial on how to see output while debugging in Visual Studio, along with a code example. Step-by-step tutorial on debugging in Visual Studio. 1. Setting up your environment. First, ensure you have Visual Studio installed on your computer. If you haven't installed it yet, you can download it from the Visual Studio website, https://visualstudio.microsoft.com. 2. Creating a new project. 1. Open Visual Studio. 2. Click on Create a new project. 3. Choose a template, for example, Console App for C or Empty Project for C++, and click Next. 4. Name your project and choose a location, then click Create. 3. Writing simple code. Let's write a simple C console application that includes a loop. This will allow us to set breakpoints and see output during debugging. Here's an example code snippet. csharp. Using system. Namespace debugging example. Class program. Static void main, string args. Console.readAline, debugging example started. 4. Int I equals 0, I5, I++. Console.readAline, $current value of I. System.threading.thread.sleep, 1000, // sleep for 1 second. Console.readAline, debugging example finished. 4. Setting breakpoints. 1. To set a breakpoint, click in the left margin next to the line number where you want the program to pause, for example, on the line console.readAline, $current value of I. 2. A red dot should appear, indicating that a breakpoint is set. 5. Starting the debugger. 1. Start debugging by clicking on the green Start Debugging button, or press F5. 2. The program will run and pause at the breakpoint you set. 6. Viewing output. While debugging, you can view the output in several ways. Output window. This window shows the output from console.readAline and other messages. You can open this window by going to View Output or by pressing Ctrl+Alt+O. Watch window. You can add variables to the watch window to monitor their values. Right-click on a variable, example I, and select Add Watch. Locals window. This window automatically shows all the local variables in the current scope. You can access it by selecting Debug Windows Locals or pressing Ctrl+Alt+V, L. Immediate window. This allows you to execute commands and evaluate expressions while debugging. Access it via Debug Windows Immediate or Ctrl+Alt+I. 7. Stepping through code. Step over, F10, execute the next line of code but don't step into any called methods. Step into, F11, step into the method call to see its execution. Step out, Shift plus F11, step out of the current method back to the calling method. 8. Stopping debugging. You can stop debugging at any time by clicking the red square Stop Debugging button or pressing Shift plus F5. Conclusion. Debugging in Visual Studio is user-friendly and provides various tools to help you inspect your application's state. By using breakpoints, the output window, watch window, and other debugging features, you can effectively monitor your program's behavior, track down bugs, and understand its flow. Feel free to modify the code example provided and experiment with different debugging techniques to get more familiar with the process.